What are we doing? We're back. Tatro machine.
Looking for a bag.
Living a dream.
That's Fred.
Dipper or dopper or duper? What we got?
We have a 65 rear wheel that came off the 58. That's a Timken conversion.
So that's Timken conversion with the bearings.
The knife is really sharp.
Why don't you? It won't cut butter. I think you need to get a new one. Yeah, so I showed you this the other day, although I cleared everything up. So the guy bought this, put it on this, or may have bought the whole thing, the whole assembly, and assumed that factory had put some really nice grease in there, and there was barely a couple of, almost nothing for greasing. Almost nothing in there.
Almost nothing.
Well, nothing. It wasn't nothing. It was almost nothing. It wasn't hard to clean it up. That would be a good example. It was almost no effort to clean it up. I mean, there's a little speck right there. I'll put the light on it. It wasn't much more than this right here. A little grease in your fingernails. But you know, that's what he bought it. Well, that doesn't look like it's going to work, does it?
Okay. This is a factory axle. Aftermarket axle. When you use these Timken conversion hubs, you have to use aftermarket axle and not Harley axles. The difference is right here they step down from the bearing area down to an undercut, and they go back to the bearing area. So they're undercut right in here. When you put the Timken bearing in, the bearings sit right here, so it's loose. This one here, if you look at it, it's cut all the way down to this one size, then it steps down for your sleeve right here. So they only got two surfaces, this one and this one. This one's got three surfaces, that one, and that one.
Got it.
So this area here, see, it's a relatively tight fit on the bearing. Whereas this one here,
Sloppy.
see you got. So that obviously means your wheel's going to be doing like this. So if you got 20 thou clearance here, multiplied by, 14, 15 inches, you got probably 30, 40 thou moving back and forth in the wheel, normal. So that's not good for handling. So you have to replace your axles. So the next thing is, we don't know anything about these hubs, so we're going to check our bearing in play to see what it is, because your in play is dictated by what you got to put in your sleeve here. So your in play here is, when this is assembled, is between these two bearings here. If this gets wider, it gets looser, it gets narrower, it gets tighter. Now you notice how the bearings are all burned up? Probably your lack of lubricant.
Serious lack of lubricant.
And this one here came with that one, because you can see how it's darker than this one. Now is this the one that's all dark, or is this the one that's not dark?
Oh, this one's the one that looks like it might have been. I don't know.
This one's the dark one.
Oh yeah, it is.
So,
Burn bearings in this one.
burn bearings this one, good bearings that one.
Got it.
So right now, I'm going to put this together and see what kind of in play we got. I need a stack of something to go in there. Let's see, what do we got here to use for stacking?
Stack of something. You got a stack of something there.
There's a stack of something right here. Okay, that probably won't clear the hub. Looks like it will. It almost makes it. Got that one. Got that one. Ooh, we've got room for a nut now.
I would say you have a fair amount of in play.
Is that adequate in play for you, Fred?
I suspect that's slightly more than you really want.
It's up and down now. I'm moving it.
You might need to crush it a little bit. Put the Tatro.
Didn't make any difference there. So.
Put the G.I. Joe Kung Fu grip on that. Ain't gonna do it.
I don't know. Now is that the correct sleeve or not?
Well, you can try the other sleeve. We have two.
Where's the other one?
Right there. I would say if it was shoved up somewhere, you'd know where it was at. But
10 to 1, I bet you these are all the same.
Yeah.
Because because these are not fitted, I bet. And we'll see.
Oh, that one looks. That one's slightly better.
Nope.
No? Almost the same? I'm thinking it's just slightly better. Slightly better. Not completely better, but slightly better.
It might be slightly better, but it still sucks.
Well,
And this is the one with the burned up bearings in it. I think I just mixed them up, but this one had the bad thing on it. Okay, so now we need to shorten this up a little bit. Probably clean up the surface wouldn't hurt.
all right.
So how big is this one?
About that big.
About 425. So that means we can take off no more than about 4 thou.
All right.
Because when you take the end plate out of pumpkins, they get tight real quick. It's like a 2-to-1 ratio. If you make it thinner by 1 thou, it loses 2 thou clearance.
Clearance?
Yep.
All right. So quick run over.
This is how you can do this because there's
There's,
problem.
yeah.
These things are in the way.
Right. And one of those things in the way. That's not going to work.
I can't do it this way?
I don't think that's going to work.
You sure?
I'm pretty damn sure.
I can't turn that evenly?
No. I'm going to say, I'm going to make a call here. That ain't going to freaking work.
That's not going to fly.
No.
I can take it back and put it on a grinder and grind it
We can just, yeah,
unevenly.
shave it. A little quick shave there.
Keep my buffing wheel out and just knock it down a little bit and pretend it was good. I would do stuff like that, wouldn't I?
No. Some dumbass would do stuff like that.
You gonna walk out and that'd be big enough? Nope. Okay, so where's the one that I got that goes in between these, Red?
Buried somewhere down there.
You think I might have one down here, is what you're saying? I bought a full set, is what you're saying?
I think you're going to be able to do an internal holding device on this particular piece of equipment.
It's called an expanding mandrel.
Expanding mandrel.
It expands.
Have you had your expanding mandrel taken care of today?
Where's my hammer at?
Have you done expanding mandrel? Because we want to expand a mandrel to tighten this shit up. Oh, now we can shave all. You can test the expanding mandrel out first.
Test it for what?
I don't know. Test it for freaking continuity.
Continuity? How's that?
Oh, that's a lot better.
How's the continuity look now, Fred?
Oh, looks freaking. Continuity's good. Except you barely want to cut that, right? Herein lies the challenge of multiple hours of.
Yo!
Hey! Hayes for horses.
I brought my dad with me.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. You're in trouble. Okay.
Just hang on a second here. We're in the middle of making a.
Yeah, we don't allow Mexicans on our videos, so you can't come in here.
Okay.
You forgot you put that other piece in.
Okay, you seen Mario in the videos already?
Sounds better.
Still pretty loose though, right?
Still loose. And we shave another.
What'd they cut?
We cut about that much off, which it wasn't enough. I cut the other side. I would cut the other side first.
You mean
cut
after I treat up the one side, I should go and treat up the other side?
Yes.
Now? Pretty smart.
That's how you doing, guys? Who's this? Who's Dad?
Dad?
You're not,
Peabody.
you don't have anybody else looking for you, right? You're not on any.
Nah.
You're not on any top 10 list, are you?
Nah, no list today.
All right. So we're cutting this.
We knocked off about 3,000 that first go around.
We're gonna knock this. We're cutting down this spacer, but we're gonna cut it and true it simultaneously. Wait a second. This came from the factory like this. This was made. You
Well,
know.
you just now figured out it was junk from the factory?
This was made freaking. You know.
You're really on the ball there, Fred.
Hang on a second. Wait a second. Why would we have to do all this? You know, and also, you know, grease the bearings and
True the wheel and change the
True
offset.
the wheel and
make
offset.
it bike and do all this other crap. 'Cause we want to make it work, that's why. Look how even that is. And that's how even that was.
oh, almost got a full turn. There you go. Don't cut too much more. All right,
We want to sneak up on it.
we're gonna sneak up on this bad boy.
We're in a speed too. See how long it takes to do all this? Yeah, there's a low spot right
I
there.
told you it's a low spot. But you cut down to the low spot and you may not,
Why does that hurt my hand when I do that?
I don't, because you're doing it the wrong way. You forgot the rag.
I'm sliding on this.
Put it in Chuck.
Up, Chuck.
Let Chuck help you out here.
Let the Chuck help me.
Let Chuck help you out.
The problem is I can't get a hold of this one. There's not enough room.
Chuck gonna give you a hand?
Probably not.
Oh, yeah. Oh, right. All the way through the bottom. And out the back door. Why don't you break your damn pieces there, man?
Well, I should have probably put my hand back there and grabbed it, but I didn't think it was going to come out the first time. Oh well. I'll just buy another one. They're cheap.
All right, we're moving back this way again.
How many miles did I walk today, Fred?
Hang on a second. I got my new fancy watch now, my $29 watch. Let's see. That would be 15,025 or 7.7 miles.
Yeah, but how about me?
I don't care about you. I want to care about me. Ooh. That's getting closer.
See, that's a little bit closer now.
Right.
You know, you put Tatro torque on that bearing.
And that's going to be good to go. Tatro torque. I told somebody today about Tatro tight.
Look how loose that is now. See, it's barely moving.
I was like, well, yeah, we get these guys like, here, tighten this thing down. They're like, like, what the hell is that noise you're making?
Actually, now it's getting centered up better.
You're getting looser?
Yeah, the bearings are getting centered.
I'm getting seated.
Yeah, so it's
So
more
now you got a little
stock.
more inplay in it now, see?
Another shave.
Yep.
Take out that little indent and you'll be all set.
See, the bearings are not tight on the axle, so there's a little bit of disc to it.
Yeah.
So until they center up, you don't get the true inplay.
All right.
All right, Fred.
Back to the lathe.
Are you going to cut this first?
No, no way. I cut more of it. We'd be back behind trying to find a new spacer.
We can keep cutting it shorter and shorter until it gets longer.
No.
Looks like the real deal there.
All right.
Fuck it does, man.
All right, what number we got now, Fred?
Looks good.
I think. Well, as long as you take out that little bit of
Right.
oh yeah.
Down to
Oh, it's 240.
18, 420. We're at 25 or 6 to start.
No, it's 27. It's 427 when we started. Maybe 424.
There it is. So we drop this.
Don't break that thing, man. You already.
Did I drop this?
Well, you launched it out the back door.
It came off though, didn't it?
It's always interesting running around here.
Oh yeah.
Put the right side in.
How
The
many
left
hours it
side.
takes to do this job?
Yep. I mean, how much of a waste of time we've had? But it's brand new. We wouldn't need to do this with a new part.
No.
Never been run. Well, it was run a little bit. But the reason why the bearings are burnt because it had almost no grease on it,
Yeah.
which I showed you in a different video when we were picking a Bondo off that frame. Almost no grease in it. Just because somebody else made it, and it's ready to go. You can do this again.
It hurts.
Hang on a second. Make sure you put something out the back door.
Like what?
Like your hand.
Well, my hand's got to be out the back door. go out the back door that time. Now it's stuck in there. Good thing we
We'll
need
figure
it.
that out.
Okay.
Okay, what are we down to now?
We're down to 243.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Was it 243?
1718. 1718 right now.
1718?
Yeah, 1718. Go ahead and play. I think we'll take a couple more out. It's going to come out quick when it comes out. So you keep taking a couple out, you don't notice any difference. So let me take 5 out, so 4 out, and all of a sudden, oh, you're
Oh, so,
negative.
yeah, it's not good.
73 that cuts off from the 5 to the 4.
All right, go set that up. I'll be back and go help the
Thanks.
customers.
I went on.
You banged it in a little bit?
Yep.
Don't get too carried one time. That doesn't take much.
I didn't know that.
All you're doing is just taking up a little bit of gas so it doesn't rattle. You're not trying to hold it.
Well,
It doesn't take much. Okay, we taking off a couple more valve. See if Fred did it right.
damn, we did something right. That's rare. Oh, never mind.
Never mind.
Look at that. I even tapped it in
I held
exactly.
it in my other hand here, see.
Well, I tapped it in. I put it in exactly the right
You had exactly the right spot.
energy. 19. Did it even look like we changed it?
Not really. It's at 17, it was 18. Well, I cut something off, so I'm going to check it. I'm not going to put it back in and cut it again. We took metal off.
Shaving metal, one flake at a time. Yeah, it don't take any time at all. You know, our labor rates are,
We went for free around
what,
here.
3 for an hour?
First 3 hours are free and
First 3 hours are free, and the next 4 are almost free.
almost free, yeah, that's it.
7 hours that true up a damn play on a fucking, excuse me, on a freaking bearing.
About the same.
I think we need to mark this to make sure we cut one side, then cut the other side, then cut the other side, then cut the other side.
What I'm going to do is,
Take a file. Put that there. Change bearings. Oh, nice call. See if that has any influence.
we already know how much we got this one cut. So let's see what this one is. Maybe this one's already good on this side.
So these are non-burn bearings. So I have to point something out in the Tatro methodology of doing something. You got to do everything exactly the same each time.
So these are pretty equal.
Yeah. Oh, good.
So we're going to cut the other sleeve the same way.
Same width. We decide we have the right width with this one.
Well, we're still shortening them.
Right.
So we're not 17, so we can cut this one down to 15-ish.
And
check
come
it.
back.
We'll come back and check and see what it is.
But don't we want to cut that one?
Looks like it's already been cut. Which one did I just cut?
Oh, did you check? Did you use the right one?
This one hasn't been
That
cut.
one hasn't been cut. Did you use the right one?
I don't know. Does it matter?
What are you doing?
Fred interrupted me.
I didn't do anything. I'm just been standing here holding the damn camera, dude.
You were talking.
I mean, excuse me. Mr. Tatro.
You were talking, oh, who's that?
You see, you keep changing these things around. You put this one on the outside, that one on the inside, then that one on the outside, this on the inside. In the Tatro methodology of balancing flywheels, everything has to be exactly the same every time you do it. So
Yes.
why are you doing them different,
You notice how this one's tight now?
dumbass? Because it's a lot smaller than the other one. So what have you done here?
I know I can't cut as much off this one as the next one. It's a good thing I didn't do that. So this one here, we have to measure it.
That's the one we already cut, right?
We have to measure this one because this one here is too big.
The one we cut is
Now,
too small for
I
this
can
set
use
of,
this spacer,
right?
or I can use this spacer.
No, but you got it set up the same way every time.
No, these are just spacers, all because I'm tightening against the bearings.
Well, still,
Bearings is all that matters.
I think you're just telling me a story because, you know.
Now see, this one here is about the same.
As the other one.
It's about the same as that one after I cut it. See how the incline there is pretty close?
Yep.
So I can do a light cleanup on this one, and we'll be good. And I can do a light cleanup on this one, and it'll be better. We're getting close.
And that's it. So take both of them with you.
And these are not the burned up bearings. See, these are the other ones. Now, if I take the burned out bearings, but it might loosen up.
Well, we don't want to do that because we have to use one set of bearings on one wheel and cut to that wheel and the other set of bearings on that wheel.
That's right, Fred. Now, how do you know you don't mix these up?
I think you ought to mark them
Oh,
back. That's B-A-C-K
no, it's
F-R-O.
called red and nothing.
and F-R-N-T, front.
Which one's front, which one's rear, though?
I already know that.
I don't know which one's which.
You do too. The one without a damn tire on it was the one we took off the rear that was scraping, and you have to reset the dang. If I needed to tell you that.
Okay, see now I'm measuring this a little bit. This one's 15, 16, 16, 17. Okay, so this one we need to drop it down to at least in the 14 to 15 area.
Is that the one you've already cut?
Yes.
Okay. We're cutting the one we already cut. Just touching it up. Nothing fancy.
Always cut another couple more out. I'm not going to get too carried away with it because we're getting close.
Nope.
I can't put my indicator in because this is in the way. So I'm guessing on how much I'm cutting.
But you're pretty good at guesstimating, by the way. 'Cause you've been. Oh, nice. Let's break the damn toy. Tool.
It came out of my hand.
It's all right. It's just rolling across the floor.
It's a soft floor.
But that damn shovel head isn't itself.
No, it bounced against it. They protected my tool from the plastic floor too much. See, but this thing went all the way the whole length up to here because I was holding on to it.
So
But it wasn't adequate.
let's put the red one in and cut it now.
Well, I figured you'd go hook this one up. Here it is.
So do you know that's the front or the back? Or this one, that, or that one?
This one's the red one.
Yeah, but do you know which one is the red one? Red one's new bearings.
Is that what it is? They're not the bad ones? Red means bad.
In reality, yes. In Tatro world, no.
So I should grab the black pin instead of the red pin.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, now how far out around is this one?
Too bad. Now you flip it over, you know?
Maybe. You want to risk it? Alright, see me get close to the ground this time? Yeah, here's my hand each time I do that.
Yeah, if you left it in the machine,
Yeah.
which we've done.
You have to loosen the machine up and unloosen it. Go back down to here.
And put your hand on the back side before you hit it.
You might hit my hand and hurt it. Where's it at?
It's right there.
It's right there. It's right nearby.
Yeah, last time I had to shove it all the way through.
Just shove it, huh?
Yeah, touch it up.
Which side did I cut?
I can't tell.
The good side. I didn't measure before I cut it though.
It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant until you put it in there and check your post-cutting end play.
This is way out of whack.
What did I say? I should cut that side first.
This is the bad side. See how I go like this time? Just automatically do that like it's something broken.
Well, you're saving your hand.
Yeah, that might have come out easy. Didn't go in too far either. Alright. Yeah, see a big low spot on that one?
Yep.
There. It's 50-50. Look at that big burr on there too. I would never cut that off, would I?
It makes the old teeth kind of grind when you do that.
Okay, go mix them up.
And here we go again. One more try.
This is going to be the last try?
No, one more try. I didn't say last try. If I said last try, I'd be lying.
Oh. You know better?
Are you taking into account the Tatro tight on it? You're going to crush that thing a little bit.
I will.
Yes, you will.
It's getting close.
So if you clean up the one edge, you're all set.
If I hit with a hammer, it might loosen up.
I mean, are you... Look at that. Seating the bearings.
So we're going to go ahead and clean up that edge.
I knew that. Did I just say that? Did I just say clean up the edge?
We're not going to cut any more than just clean it up.
No, just clean it up. Not cut the edge. I'll check the other one now.
Check. Go ahead and do this one now, Fred.
Put the burn bearings on.
Do this one.
The burn bearings because they assumed there was enough grease in there to keep this thing running, and it wasn't.
And they didn't have enough
Which
grease.
isn't the first time we ran across shit like that. You're missing a piece.
I'm missing this one.
And you're missing a nut.
And
Bust a nut, Bubba.
How about the washer?
Bust a nut. You don't need a washer. You don't need no damn washer. Ooh. Mm. Hit it with a hammer.
Well, it's already loose, so I don't need to make it looser. Okay, we're going to cut some more of that. We cut quite a bit off this one already.
So red is rear, other is front.
No, I don't go front and rear, I just go bearings.
Well, but for edification of our consumers is that. By the way, we still have to undo every one of these spokes and move this thing over, probably about what 500, 700, 750.
No.
Not that much.
No, we're doing that much.
That tire was rubbing. It's got to be at least 500.
We're going to put it together in the bike here because this bike might be different than the other bike in the back.
Oh,
You just think they're all the same. That doesn't mean they are all the same.
now you're making a liar out of me. What's the story? The untruth. So we're going to put the tire all the way back on.
No. The wheel and the bike without the tire, so you can measure it. Get it all squared up in the chassis, and then take it apart and put the tire on.
See, I knew that. I was just letting our audience get in on the fun.
Okay, that's now clean.
And red.
Okay, so Fred wants me to do it this other way, so I'm going to do it this way. So,
Yep. Just let it bounce off the floor. It'll be fun.
that's right.
I think we should put some red towel in.
Concrete.
We need to put some red towel in here.
Why?
Because black is boring.
Yeah, but the red's
Got
turning
some
black.
CB green stuff.
The red and black, the red and back is turning black.
Well,
All the oil and grease on the floor. It made my feet all black too.
no, your black feet made the red black.
Well, that could
Not
be
the
that
black.
too.
Red, whatever.
What was first, chicken or egg?
I don't know, but I'm tired. Been up since 4:20 this morning.
Oh, I was at 422. Nope, not that much. That was a big movement. Big cut. I wouldn't go too far.
So what does somebody do that's got one of these things that
It doesn't work?
it doesn't work? They just start grinding on it with a damn.
Most of the guys just take a sander and it's
A little bit at a time.
and it's very uneven and not square. So it's not a very good job when you're done. You already tell they weren't square when I started, now they are.
Of course.
It's not a bearing to pull anyway.
And we're making a lot of money on this, right? All the time we're spending. Oh, wait a second.
Yeah, well. Are we doing it for the money or the glory?
The money or doing it right. Rather do it right, even if it costs us a waste of a whole
Now we're
evening.
getting tight. Now we're down almost nothing.
Perfect. So you can't hear it now.
Down a couple thou.
Nice. Then we got the Tatro tight going on.
So
So
that's about 1 thou too tight. Like 2 to 3 thou, not 1 to 2. So we're a little bit tight on this one. But we have clearance. It's tight.
Clarence.
It's right there. There's no extra, that's for sure. Okay, now the next one is bearings.
Over here. And the spacer and the bearings.
Oh, I can't put that together until I put this together.
And then that first, that second. No. Trying to fool me. When we true up wheels, he's like, you got to put it this way with this point in this direction, and or flywheels, not wheel wheels.
This one's a lot better.
Yeah, let's hit it with a hammer.
So you don't really have any much play there, but it's
Hit it with a hammer. Hit it with a hammer. All right. That's pretty sounds good.
this is how it should be.
Put a little grease in there for spacing, and you're all set.
That's about 1 thou different.
A little snot in there.
So I'm going to measure the other one, see how short I made it, because it's shorter than I wanted to. So I took two cuts instead of only 1 cut over there. When you do that, it jumps up there and bites you and means too tight. That's exactly what it did. So we were at 15.5 to 16.
So it'd be a 14.7.
I was shooting for 14. I'll probably got 13 or something. Nope, we're at 14.
14. Oh, 14.
So I was at 50, that's 1.5 thou I cut out, it says, according to this. But you see how much tighter it got? It got a lot tighter real quick.
Well, you should spin it around and see if it's.
I did, I've checked it in 4 places already. See, it's 14. 14, it's pretty even, isn't it?
Yeah, because we went back and forth and trued it up.
Okay, so we got that part handled. So 1 thou took out more than 1 thou clearance. It took out 5 thou clearance. And when it goes, it drops now. It don't screw around. I don't care what these calipers say. These are not accurate to within 1/2 thou. These are accurate to whatever they are accurate to. Even though you pay, you know, this is a $300 caliper, they're still not as accurate as what they want to be. So, even though it said only cut 1 thou, I know I cut more than 1 thou.
And then there's our carburetor we need to finish fixing.
That's for one of the bikes and back somewhere. Whose bike is that for, Fred?
I don't know, I'm starting to fall asleep as I stand here. That's why I had to go look at that.
Okay, so we're going to get rid of our spacer. You're here and here.
Put that way.
In the nut.
Put it back on that shaft.
We're going to put this sleeve over there. This sleeve stays there. This here goes back to that guy. This goes where?
Up on the wall.
On the wall.
Put it back where it's supposed to be. All those things go back on the shaft.
You get shafted.
She got the gold mine and I got the shaft.
So
I was drunk the day my mom got out of prison. I listened to David Alcoa this morning. What a way to start your day.
Whoever that is.
The perfect country western style.
Yeah, right.
And I went to pick her up in the rain.
Okay, so how do these parts go back together?
Very slowly. Carefully.
Who stole my caliper?
Are we going to put this back? We can't put the back wheel in till we grease and put the swing arm back on. Where's your swing arm?
Where's my what?
We put the swing arm on or what?
Swing arm. This is the rear wheel. This is the front wheel, right?
That's what our plan is. That's why it doesn't have a tire on
They
it.
both need to be put together. Now, where's the seals that we gotta use?
You can put the front wheel together.
Okay, now these are the seals that we don't have that you screwed up.
I didn't screw it up.
These are special seals. that we don't
Special
have-
seals.
That we don't have. At least I don't have very many of them, if I have any.
It'll work.
It'll work.
It'll work.
What if I cheat and make it bigger?
You can do that. Just hit it.
Maybe. If I got a socket, it'll go in there. See, I don't have a socket that goes in there for it. Go from this side.
What are you trying to do? Expand them out
Yep.
or square or true them up?
Expand them. Electric socket.
One of the rare occasions we use metric around here is,
Yeah, look at it. See, it's just not right.
of course, it's metric, just not right.
Metric either.
Well, we use one of those down in the drawer.
Yeah, but see, sockets have a tapered edge. These don't.
What? That's not tapered? Those are all tapered. Look, that's tapered.
Yeah, these are.
It's even better tapered. Use that one right there. Use that one right there.
I don't want to. Use this one. My caliper up. Take my stuff and leave.
I'm fading fast.
Because you're not working. Okay, this is 621. Do something like this.
You're gonna barely touch that bad boy, right? Nice.
See, it says it's the same size. And now it's stuck over on top of this.
Well, do you want me to take it apart for you?
How you get that off?
Screwdriver.
Screwdriver. Gotta screw it up.
I would have done that too.
Expands it bigger when you do that. 22 now. That one spot, 20 over there, 21, 22. So that might be tight enough now it'll stay in the hub. Yeah, see how it's tight?
Yep, it's nice and tight.
It's tight enough to hold. This one's a 19. So we do the same thing again.
Same thing again.
Need another piece.
It also flattens it back out again, doesn't it?
A little bit, but I'm not going all the way against the seal.
Didn't see that, but it moved a little bit.
I'm going just until it goes over the lip.
Yep.
Because see how the seal's getting crushed right now?
Mm.
Because you're not supposed to put them on this direction. I expanded it slightly more, we're good. Here's our seals.
Got 2 more to do.
Yep. I'm going to save these junk seals because we don't have any more.
They're not junk, they're brand new. Hardly been-
Until you use them.
Hardly been used.
I keep losing my tool. Yeah, by the time I do the last one, I might remember to bring it back with me.
Wrong side. You did it the wrong way. Oh, you did it the right way. Sorry. Hit it with a hammer.
You sure?
Tap it with a hammer.
I'm keeping this time.
Hold that in your hand so that you don't forget where you put it. Because we lose so much crap around here.
That's right. Done deal.
Is it lunchtime yet?
Is it lunchtime?
Hey, I told you exactly where they were, didn't I? I said, pick that one right there. Like I said.
Put your hand in there again. I'll make sure it goes in the right spot. Okay, this one came over here.
Yep.
Put all these screws over here.
Yep. Well, there are 2 different size types of screws, so make sure you get the right
They're
one.
2 different styles.
Of course.
They're not even consistently the same thing.
No. Those are actually actual Allens, and the other ones are screw Allens.
These are Phillips.
Or Phillips, sorry.
So
Those
they
are
have
Phillips,
Allens
and
in
those
them,
are
Phillips?
no,
Oh,
those
look
are
at
Phillips,
that.
and those are screw Phillips.
Oh, these are really crappy ones.
Screwy Phillips.
We're gonna put those in the back. Is this the back?
That's the back.
Good, because those are rusty. You can see the rusty ones in the back.
Rusty, where did Rusty show up?
Right here.
Oh.
There's rusty. So you put the nice looking ones in the front, the crappy ones in the back.
Of course.
Where's your grease at?
Once again, I guess if you had grease where it might get dangerous. Are you going to grease the bearings with your greasy grease thing? Ooh. Little spooge of grease there. Spooge.
Okay. You know how to do this?
No. Tell me how to do this.
Well, you could go get the right greaser. Do you got one of those?
Or you can just do like we're about to do, which is put it in your hand and then slide it across your palm until the top stuff kind of smoothes out the front,
Smooges.
smoothes out the top.
Smooches.
And I can guarantee you the grease that was in there before was nowhere like this.
It wasn't this good stuff like this?
It wasn't good, or there wasn't enough of it.
It wasn't good, it didn't have any in it.
Right.
See how it comes up on the other side a little bit?
Didn't I just say when you smooth from the bottom, it comes out the top? You're good to
Does?
go?
What if I do it this other direction?
No, it doesn't work.
Doesn't work?
Because the bearing's not set up like that.
It's not tapered?
Nope. Well, it's flat on the bottom and tapered on the top. So.
Is that how it works? You sure about that?
I'm as positive as I can be. I did this when I was freaking 18 years old doing this crap.
You did.
the University of Midway Island.
I didn't do that.
And Harley Holt, Western
I was working
Australia.
with real bearings.
Well, back when you had to put them together piece by piece, huh?
Yep. The real star hubs, not these fake ones. Okay, now after you get your fingers nice and greasy, go ahead and grease up your bearings.
On the outside.
Now
You don't have to put them in the middle because there ain't nothing in the middle.
Now remember, don't over grease it because that doesn't help either. So you just put a nice layer on there. You drop it in a hole like that. And then I guess I had a seal on top of that.
Yep.
Where's the other bearing at? Now I need some more grease, Fred.
You do.
Look at that.
Perfect.
Will this be considered a greasy job?
It's a dirty job.
Dirty. No, it's
Like I
not
said,
dirty.
it's cream release.
It's not
Cream
dirty,
release.
it's just greasy.
Doesn't smell like GO90 though, does it?
It might be. It said that on the side of it.
Hmm?
That's RG2.
Doesn't smell.
See right there? RG2.
But we like GO90.
See, this is racing. It says racing on it somewhere.
Not racist, but racing.
Could be that.
Because
too.
they're using racist. all
It
the
is
time.
red.
We don't talk politics around here, so I won't.
Well, YouTube has a new policy now.
What's their new policy?
If they don't like what you say in the video, they nick it and won't let you make any money on it. So I already got 2 videos I didn't like already.
Probably because of the F-bombs.
I don't know.
They didn't tell you. They don't tell you why.
Not yet. Yeah, I'm just gonna lay that right here.
Hmm?
Grease up some more.
Yeah, might as well grease these two here.
Yeah, they gotta. We're gonna have to become more civilized and G-rated now.
Or at least PG.
I
We
don't
call
know.
people dumbasses, can't we?
I hope so.
And 3647s.
Maybe.
Hell, that's G-rated. Like the Three Stooges did.
I have a few other choice ones I was using too.
Well, now how you gonna answer the phone with freaking grease all over your
I'm
hands?
not answering the phone with the grease in my hands. That's your job. We can come back later. Shut that off. Come back.
Bye.
All right, back at these wheels. Everybody took off. Nice long phone call there. All right, so we're gonna get back on what we're working on here, the bearings. So right now I got the greasing all done. Got my hands clean again. So I'm gonna get them dirty again. Okay, we already got this bearing in. So now it's time to put the seal in there. So seal goes right there. Knock it down flush. Normally that's all you would do, but on this bike they want you to put a snap ring in there, which I'm not sure why you even need to do that, but technically you don't have to. They give us a snap ring, so we might as well use it, I guess. More tools now. Now I got to get a driver to go down inside the hub. Just makes it. Okay, so I'll go ahead and knock it down a little bit deeper. Here's our snap ring. So you got a dull side and a sharp side. Put the sharp side up. That way it digs into the groove and gives a clip extra holding power. Popped in there. Quite going all the way. screwdriver. Make sure it goes in all the way. Okay, it's all the way in now. Flip it over to the other side. So, gonna make sure we put in the spacer. Some more grease. So the bearings are well greased up. That should be enough grease, but if you want to put a little extra in there, I didn't do it on the other side, but I take a little swiping like this. Just run across the outside of the bearing, just for the hell of it. Doesn't really need to be done. If you want to do it, you can. It's up to you. Doesn't really matter. Okay, then we take the other one here. Seal. Knock it down flush. We knock it, recess it down a little deeper. And we got the second snap ring. Same thing, you have dull side and a sharp side. Bang it in there all the way. Okay, that one's in. Okay, now we got our fake cover here to put on. It's fake because it doesn't do anything. That's why you would call it fake. Strictly cosmetics. Let's see, before I do that, a little bit of grease on the seal here. The spacer here goes in now from on this side. You can put it in later if you want, it doesn't really matter when it goes in. Screwdriver. So this is our rear wheel, so we're putting the ugly screws here. So you don't see the rear ones as much as you do the front, so always put the nastier looking parts in the back of the bike. Threads don't feel really good. I think I can twist these screws off or strip them pretty easy with it. Just my grip strength here. When you feel got a nice good, not really tightening anymore, quit tightening. You're probably overdoing the screw. They don't pull down like real screws do. Okay, so this wheel is now back together. So it's ready to go on the truing stand and do some truing with it. So for now we just put it on the floor and get out of our way. Go to the next wheel. A little more grease inside of here. The bearing is well snotted. So that's enough grease if you want, or like I said, if you want to put a little extra, you can. So it doesn't really make any difference. But what you don't want to do is you want to pack in there so much that the seal is loaded up with grease. That you do not want to do. Seals don't work very good when they're full of grease. Now it's down all the way. You recess a little bit. It's got like a little shoulder hits in there and stops. So that's a good place to stop. Another snap ring again. Now we bang my snap rings in there a little bit and move the camera over here we can see better. Okay, you can see how the snap ring isn't quite in there all the way. It's close, but it's not quite in. So you take the screwdriver and you knock the leading edge down just a little bit, like that. Then you hit it sideways and try to bang it in. And if it goes in a groove all the way, you know it's in all the way. Then you can go right here, see how deep it is right here. If you pop it right there, see how it popped in further. You come back and hit on the other eyelet here. And then you know it's all the way in. Before it looked like it was all the way in, but you weren't 100% sure. Now I know. Okay, put a little goop on that seal right there, and then we got another spacer right here. Put that in there. And we put our fake cover on it again. Let's get this blown back out so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, this one here had the better chrome wash screws. Still dirty, but not as bad as the other ones. Let's see, screwdriver. These screws don't like going on the threads very well. I think the cover is quite square. There, somebody tighten the one screw down. That's why you don't tighten any of the screws until you're ready, because the cover gets in the way. Makes it hard for the other screws to go in. Yeah, see, it goes in a lot easier when you don't have the cover binding it. And once you got them all in there, then you can torque them down. So that one. I always do a cross 5. Back to that one. Star pattern on everything. You don't really have to, but just force a habit. Okay, this one here is done. Flip it over. We'll do the other half. Another well-lubed bearing. Put all the bearing grease where it belongs. I didn't put any extra grease, I just smeared it around. Made sure it was down inside the bearing. So you can put extra grease on or not, it's up to you. Okay, knock this back flat. Yes, I'm not hitting it really hard, kind of let the seal seek its own level it wants to go in at. I'll do this one again. Oh, it went in there pretty easy. We're just going to give it a couple hits just to make sure it's in all the way. When the snap ring rotates easily, you know it's in there where it belongs. Okay, so we got 2 star hubs rebuilt now. Oh, except I screwed up. Did you notice what I didn't do? Forgot something. Don't forget to put this in. It's kind of important. Can I blame it on Fred? He's not here right now, so I can do anything I want. Okay, now we get to pull the seal out without destroying it again. At least attempt to. It's twice we pulled that seal out now. Okay, we can put the spring back up there on the seal lip where it belongs. Alright. Don't forget to put that in there. Very important. Now you stir it twice. I'm going to go ahead and put a little extra grease in there just to make sure it's still down in there. Let's see if this one's still tight. Yep, it's still tight. Good. Can grease it again. Now if the seal just fell in, I'd have to do something with it. Actually had some resistance in it. And snap ring groove went back in the groove again. Wipe off the excess grease so it doesn't get in the brakes or anything. It's always nice when you don't have grease in your brakes. Tend to work better. Alright, so there's our wheels. All done. Okay, now we have to check our truing, see how true these things are. So let me get that set up. We'll be right back.